In an ancient kingdom, nestled between towering mountains and lush valleys, there stood a renowned warrior academy. This academy was known for training the bravest and most skilled warriors in the land. Among them was a young warrior named Karan. Karan was undeniably talented. His swordsmanship was unmatched, his strength unparalleled, and his confidence unshakable. But there was one flaw that overshadowed his brilliance: arrogance. Karan believed he was the best, better than his peers, better than his teachers, even better than the legends of old. He would often boast about his skills, belittle others, and dismiss their efforts as inferior. "Why should I learn from them?" he would say. "I'm already the strongest." His pride alienated his fellow warriors. They stopped training with him, stopped sharing their knowledge, and stopped seeing him as a comrade. But Karan didn't care. He was too busy polishing his sword and admiring his reflection in its blade. One day, the academy announced a grand tournament to honor the kingdom's greatest warriors. Karan was certain he would win. "No one can defeat me," he declared. "This tournament is mine." But as the days passed, Karan noticed something strange. His peers were training together, learning from one another, and growing stronger as a team. Meanwhile, Karan trained alone, relying solely on his own skills. When the day of the tournament arrived, Karan entered the arena with his head held high. The crowd cheered, but his fellow warriors remained silent, their eyes filled with disappointment. The first few matches were easy for Karan. He defeated his opponents with ease, his confidence growing with every victory. But then came the final match. His opponent was a humble warrior named Ravi, known for his quiet strength and respect for others. The match began, and Karan attacked with all his might, his strikes fierce and unrelenting. But Ravi didn't fight back with force. Instead, he moved with grace and precision, dodging Karan's attacks and waiting for the right moment to strike. Karan grew frustrated. "Why won't you fight me?" he shouted. Ravi simply smiled and said, "Strength isn't just about power. It's about patience, humility, and respect." With a swift, calculated move, Ravi disarmed Karan, sending his sword clattering to the ground. The crowd erupted in cheers, but Karan stood frozen, his pride shattered. After the tournament, Karan retreated to the academy's courtyard, his mind racing with thoughts of failure. That's when an old, retired warrior approached him. The warrior had a calm presence, his eyes filled with wisdom earned through years of battles and lessons. "You fought well today," the old warrior said. Karan scoffed. "I lost. How is that fighting well?" The old warrior smiled and led Karan to a grove of bamboo reeds. "Do you see these bamboo reeds?" he asked. Karan nodded, still sulking. "When the wind blows," the warrior explained, "the bamboo bends but never breaks. It adapts to the force, moving with it rather than against it. But the rigid trees, they stand tall and proud, refusing to bend. And when the storm comes, they fall." Karan looked at the bamboo, its slender stalks swaying gently in the breeze. The warrior continued, "True strength isn't in dominance or pride. It's in humility, in the ability to bend without breaking. It's in respecting others and learning from them." Karan felt a lump in his throat. He realized that his arrogance had blinded him, that his pride had isolated him from those who could help him grow. The next day, Karan approached his fellow warriors. "I was wrong," he said. "I let my pride get in the way. Will you teach me?" At first, they were hesitant, but Karan's sincerity won them over. They began training together, sharing their knowledge and learning from one another. Karan discovered that humility didn't make him weak, it made him stronger. He learned new techniques, new strategies, and new ways of thinking. And most importantly, he gained something he had never had before. Respect. Years later, Karan became one of the most respected warriors in the kingdom. He was known not just for his skill but for his humility and willingness to help others. Whenever a young warrior asked him the secret to his success, Karan would smile and say, "Strength isn't in dominance but in humility. Bend, but never break." Did Karan's story inspire you? If so, hit the like button and share this video with someone who needs a reminder to embrace humility and respect. Don't forget to subscribe for more motivational stories that help you grow stronger, both inside and out. Remember, true strength lies in humility. Bend, but never break.